Good morning. Let's see. I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up so I can mute. There we go. Good morning. If you're here, hello, everyone. As you can see, I'm making some vintage style Valentines, and these are for a YouTube hop that I'm in February on Valentine's Day, that's being hosted by Amy Love, and it's called The Heart of a Crafter, and they're love themed projects. So I stalked Pinterest, and this is what I came up with. And of course I couldn't just do one, so I had to do a bunch. I'm just cutting some trim off it's the sound you hear in the background, off of this vintage little table runner. So what I did was I took some of this beautiful fabric. Let me go over here in my StreamYard. I took some of this beautiful fabric and I cut hearts, and I've got several of them here. So we'll see what I get done today. And then I got some Valentine type images that I liked, and just some vintage laces and a bunch of laces from my Etsy store. And the link to my Etsy is in the description box. You can go over and check that out. But that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I just have to kind of get everything cut out, and we'll do one at a time. So I think I'm going to do this big one first. And we'll put these little ones aside here. And we'll work on this one. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Oh, thanks. I love doing heart things, and I love this fabric. So I cut up a very old doily, and it's got this lovely trim around it. It almost looks like tatting, because I want these to be very vintagey. And my idea was that I put a little hanger on them, and then I'd put a pocket on the back so you could tuck a little note in the back, or, little chocolate or something if you wanted to give it to somebody. So that's what I'm going to do first. Hey, Angie, how are you? I'm good. I think I'm getting close to being over this darn virus that my husband and I have had, but my husband still got it, unfortunately. I'm getting a little worried, but I've talked to a lot of people, and they've all said the same thing, that it lasts like for weeks. So are you guys crafting today? So definitely watch out for this YouTube hop that we're all doing, because there's a lot of YouTubers involved. Amy got quite a good turnout. So definitely watch out for that, because I think there's going to be some like really amazing projects happening. Okay, let's see what we got. I have this trim here. I think I'm going to add a little bit of red because she's got roses, and I just think this is it's not like too much red, because I'm not really a red person. So I think it would look pretty if it was kind of going around the edge, maybe. I don't think I have enough. No, I don't. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe just ruffle it here. And that'll just add like enough of the color. You've had a headache for 2 days? Oh no, he's gonna have to go, I think. Everybody I spoke to said the virus has lasted for weeks and weeks. So, and they won't give you antibiotics here if it's just a virus. You have to fight it off. So I feel like I'm getting towards the end of it, so um, I'm feeling much better than I was. But my husband's still kind of sick, so I think I'm going to be sending him over to the doctor's. Yes, a lot of water does help with headaches. That's very true. Do you get head migraines a lot, Angie? They're terrible. Oh, I hate migraines. Okay, so we're just going to kind of crinkle that up a little bit. Oh, well, I'm glad you don't get migraines a lot because they're awful. I haven't had one for a long time, and I hope it stays that way. Knock on wood. This isn't wood. But anyway, here's wood. Knock on wood. Okay. And I'm going to use this, I think. This was the trim that came off of that doily, and I just feel like it would be perfect to go around the edge here. And I'm going to start here at the bottom because this is where one of the corners was. Although I do have one there too. So I'll have to join it there. Cut it there. We'll do it that way. I mean, I would be happy if spring were here, let me tell you. We got so much snow on the weekend, it was crazy. Well, I need a glue stick. Are you babysitting today, Angie? Okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay. What's the die cut, Angie? I have a Big Shot, and I haven't used it that much in all the years I've had it, but it does come in handy when I want to do it. And I kind of go through like periods where I'm like, okay, I want to do a bunch of paper crafting. And then I'll use my die cut machine, and then I'll just go back to doing shabby chic again. You know how it is. Oh, okay. Well, at least you're getting a day off of babysitting then. Okay, we're almost around here. Kind of wondering if I should just continue on using this and keep this one just completely vintage. I do want to put one of these at the bottom though. Jane Marge. How are you, sweetheart? Jane Marge is having a challenge on her channel. If anybody's interested in going over and checking that out. Oh, I'm glad you're good. Good is good. I'm just making some Valentines, Jane. Oh, that was my kitty cat. That's going to go there. Okay. So I'll do one more vintagey, and then I'll do one like really shabby, I think. And then we'll work on the smaller ones, because I'd like to get them all done. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And Maddie, your package, all the packages from the sale are going out this afternoon. I wasn't sure if you got your invoice yet or not. I can't remember. I hope you did. I did send them all out. Put that there. I might add another one of these little hearts. And these are in my Etsy, these adorable little hearts, and you get a set of 4 of these. They're super cute. And Jane Marge, I changed all the shipping, so I now ship to the UK. Just so you know. And I have these bigger hearts too, which I may put one of these on the back. I love these. But I think we're going to stick with this white one, the smaller one, which is the right way up. I think that is. I want something else there too. Maybe we'll put one of these roses on here. And this lace is also in my Etsy, and I absolutely love it. So pretty. And when I'm getting laces for my Etsy, I always look at what I can do. Can I cut it up? Can I get more out of it? So this one, you can cut the roses out, the leaves out. You can even cut these little scrolls out if you want to, but I'm going to keep this one. I'm just going to cut the little roses off and use them. But I like to get more out of my laces than just, you know, a yard of lace. If I can cut it up and change it in some way, that's my favorite thing to do. So I'm going to do that. And then we'll trim these up. And let's see, I don't know where I'll put them, but we'll put them somewhere. So I'll just set those aside for a minute. Yeah, it's really pretty lace. I love it. I've got some really nice things on the way too. I just added a bunch of stuff, but they're coming. And I'm really excited about what's coming. Okay. And I'm going to stickle her as well, because she'll need glitter. So that's her so far. So I think I might put these like over here, like that. And then, of course, we need bling. And then I'm going to put something on the back. And all the bling is from my shop as well. Not sure if I want to do gold on her. Maybe I'll just do the hearts. Heart. Or should I put that there? I like that there. It does need something over there, though. Could use another bling. No worries, Maddie. I did send it, so I can't remember if you did either, so not to worry. Okay, how do you open these? There we go. So these are in my Etsy, these guys, and the little hearts. Get a set of 2 of the hearts, and then you get a set of 2 different gold ones. And these are brooches. They've got the pins on the back. And then I have these ones, the little cameo with the pearls, which I love. And then, oh, I love these ones too. If I can get these open. There we go. Hey, Vic, how are you, hon? And I have these ones, which I absolutely adore. They're so cute with the little bow. So let's see, which ones do we want? Oh, I like that. Maybe we'll do these. Or that. Do we like that? Or should I stick to that? Whoops. And maybe that. Or should I put that down there? Yes, I like that there. I think we're going to do that. And we'll put a bow over on this side, I think. Some lace. I like these hearts because they're not too small. They're a good size. All right, let's see what we've got for a small lace. Excuse me. Oh, I do have this. Okay, let's see what we got. This one might be good. Oh, well, Jane inspires me too. You can't give up your crafting, Vic. You're too good at it. I like that. I cut that a little shorter. And then I'm just going to use some of this wide lace on the back for the pocket. And then I'll just put a little hanger on it. And we'll stickle her as well, because she needs glitter. Might add some vintage buttons too. I think I'll use my little spatula here just to tamp that down a bit. So what are you working on then, Vic? Oh, okay, let's use this for a hanger. I wonder if I should use that. Or maybe this. Let's use this. Roses would be pretty. Do I have enough to go all the way around? No, of course not. Of course not, but I could maybe use this. That would be pretty. A little bit of gold. Well, that's what YouTube is for, sweetie. When I lose my mojo, I go on Pinterest and YouTube and just binge watch a bunch of stuff. I find that really helps me out a lot. Me too, Angie. Oh, awesome. That's fantastic. Let me trim this. That's amazing. Well, Jane's work is gorgeous. And I am lucky to have some of it because we did a couple of swaps. So I'm very, very blessed to have some of her work in my home. Yeah, I like that little gold shimmer there. That'll just finish the back off nicely. And then we'll have this lovely pocket here to tuck some goodies in. Aw, you're a sweet lady too. We should do another swap sometime this year, Jane. I'm going to start the swaps up in my Facebook group again very soon, probably later this week. And I think we're going to do a handmade flower swap first because everybody loves getting handmade flowers, so. That's what I'm thinking. So I hope you guys will all join in the swap in my Facebook group, and the link to that's in the description. But I think most of you are in there anyway. I would love you all to join in. Okay, so that just finished the back off, and I like that. Yeah, I know you were at almost 6 months. Wow, you missed the smell of your glue gun. Well, that's a good thing to miss. Now you're back at it. So there's our first little Valentine that you could give to somebody. And again, I'm going to stickle her. Maybe I'll do that quickly while she's on the table here. And she can dry while I work on the second one. And then the pocket in the back, you can put a little Valentine card or a note or some chocolate, which would be awesome. My stickles is dried up a bit. Let me stick a pin in it. I have lots of tutorials on my channel too, Vic, for flowers. Oh my goodness, are you going to come out? There we go. Maybe not. What is happening? There we go. We'll do the roses in her hair. She doesn't need much, but I just feel like when you stickle your images, it just makes them kind of stand out a bit more. Oh, that's hard to squeeze. That does not want to come out of there. There we go. There. Okay, let's leave that upside down. Okay, so we'll put her aside to dry. You can see she's kind of sparkly. And then there's the back with the pocket. So we'll put her up here to dry. And we'll work on this one. So I made a bunch. I was thinking these ones I would do like a set of 2. And this one would just have like vintage laces and buttons on it. And then maybe I would stamp like a sentiment or something to put on it. And then you could even attach them like that if you wanted to. But that was my thought process with those. But we're going to work on this one right now. Yeah, I would like to get back to doing more tutorials again. It's just, I don't know why I haven't. You know, you get in kind of a slump and then you stop doing something and then that becomes the normal. So I want to get back to doing them again because I really did enjoy doing tutorials. So I always put felt down first before I put my image down. I just find that it makes the image sit nice and flat. No, but you could make a heart book with it. That's a good idea. You could. This could be the cover. You know, I could make a book out of it, but no, these were just going to be Valentines, like vintage Valentines you could give somebody. But yeah, you could definitely make a heart book. I've made heart books before. I made one when I did my swap with Roseanne. They're fun to do. Okay, so I might just steal these. And I really like this trim. And I have a bunch of this, which I might do around the edge. So let's do the edge first. Yeah, let's do the edge first. Hey, Dawn Marie, how are you? It is lovely to see you. I hope you're staying warm, everybody, wherever you are. It was negative 22°C here last night, Jane. Can you believe that? Cold, 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 cold. So I'm just putting down a little bit of glue, and then I'm just kind of gathering the lace as I go around. You could gather it with a needle, but yeah, it's cold there too, Dawn. Oh, yeah, I get mine on Amazon, Angie, but I think because you're in the US, if you go to Michael's and use a coupon, it would probably be cheaper for you. But the closest Michael's to me is an hour and a half away, so I don't get there very often. And I don't have the Hobby Lobbies and everything that you guys have there. We only just have Michael's, and that's it. And the little sort of mom and pop craft stores. Little Bernie. All right, we're getting there halfway. And this fabric was actually a tablecloth. I think I got it on Amazon, and I've had it for a couple of years, and I went, I'm just going to use it for fabric now. I wanted something different for my dining room, so I decided just to use it for crafting. You know how it is. You see something, you're like, oh, should I cut that? Should I not cut it? Especially when it's pretty fabric. You could use Fabri-Tac for this project if you wanted to, but hot glue works. It's faster and less expensive. And I didn't sew these. I did use Fabri-Tac to put the hearts and the felt in between them. But I've got to get my husband to look at my sewing machine. It's not working right, so I decided I'll just glue them with the Fabri-Tac because that holds really well. So, but normally I would have sewn these, but by the time you cover everything up, you're not going to see the stitch line anyway. Okay. There, we made it all the way around. Yeah, it is pretty fabric, and that's something that, when you're out, looking around, look at tablecloths for fabric because a lot of times buying a tablecloth for fabric is cheaper than buying fabric. Okay. So there, that's cute. All right, now I'll peel off the hot glue off of my thumb. Okay. I want to cut some of this. I might put that there. I don't want to cover that up. Okay, what do we got here? And then maybe I'll use this rose trim. Should probably do that first. Yes, you are lucky with them that close, Dawn Marie. Gosh, I wish I had them that close, although that could be dangerous. I don't want to cover up that says St. Valentine greeting there, so I don't want to cover that up. So I think we'll do one of the roses there, like that. And then that can go like that. And then another one up there. There. Glue stick. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Let's glue those down. Yeah, I'm in a small town too, Angie, so everything's pretty far away from me. I'm excited. I'm going to visit my friend Mary, the craft hoarder, in October, and we're going to do lots of shopping. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so what do I have? I think I'll hold off on that. I think I'm going to use this vintage lace on the back here for this pocket. Yep, that's the way that goes. And then I'll edge it with something. Yeah, I know, Maddie. And Canada Post shipping went up January 1st. So it was just like, oh, they're killing, small businesses. They really are. That's why I try to keep my auction prices and live sale prices low, because I know you guys are paying the shipping, and I feel bad about it, but there's nothing I can do. It's unfortunate. And I don't charge anything extra, and I use recycled packaging, so the packaging doesn't cost anything. I really try hard to keep the prices down, so that is just what they're charging me and nothing more. And my post office isn't far away, so I don't charge for gas or anything like that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So yeah, it's very sad. I mean, when I'm buying things on Etsy or something and I put them in my cart, I cannot believe the price of shipping from some places. It's nuts. It's still cheaper for me to ship to the US than it is for me to ship within Canada, which is insane. Shipping within my own country is nuts. Yeah. I mean, the prices were not bad last year, but a package that was, say, $11.75 in that weight category is now $12.10. So it bumped it up a bit. So that's crazy. And, it depends on the weight too. If you buy something heavy, that's going to cost more as well. I think I'll put the little heart here, right there. Okay, so that's the back. So now we'll decorate the front. Finish decorating the front. What do we have here? I really want to use one of those little bows. And then I'm going to do like a nice tassel down at the bottom. I love these bling. Yeah, just to ship a card within my own country, like just a flat envelope birthday card kind of thing, is $1.80. $1.80. Just for a flat little envelope. It's nuts. Okay, so she's coming along. I think I'm going to use some clay flowers if I remember where I put them, which I don't, so I may have to add those afterwards. All right, so let me see what I have for a bow. Some thin lace. I have a little look through my drawer here. Ooh, that would be perfect. Might be too thick. What else do I have? Well, let's look in another drawer. I do have that. That might be cute. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll make a double bow. No, it doesn't. And now they're charging for, at my post office here in Canada, they're charging for a fuel surcharge for the fuel for the truck, mail truck. It's messed up. It's not fair. It's really not fair. You know, and people say, why is it so expensive? And you're like, I can't do anything about it. I really wish I could. Okay, we're gonna do like a double bow, I think, on this one. Do this one a little shorter. Yeah, that's cute. I do not know where I got this from, but it's like torn muslin or something, and I kind of love it. Ooh, I have a little loopy flower right here that would be perfect on the top of that. Right like that. I think some vintage buttons might be nice on here too. Let's have a look in the button tin. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Everything costs money now. It's really hard, you know, really, really hard. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I like that one. Oh, there's a little heart button. Oh, if I lose you, my computer is saying my battery is low, and I don't know why. Why? So it may end my live, guys, and if it does, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's saying that. It did that the other day, too. Oh, let me check. It's plugged in. Oops, sorry. Sorry for the noise. Why would that be doing that? Let me check where it's plugged in. Okay, did that fix it? Nope, it didn't. So I may have to end it here, guys. I seem to be having computer issues. So those are my two hearts. And please watch out for the, I am going to sew on the buttons on this one. And then I'll do the other little guys. And you'll see that on the YouTube hop I'm doing with Amy Love. It's called Heart of a Crafter. It's on February. Am I back? Can you see me? I guess you heard me say a bad word then. Let me know if you can see me. Says I'm still live. Hi, Wonka. How are you? Yay, I'm back. So, yeah, I'm going to sew these buttons on then. I have my giant needle here. I should probably use a smaller needle, but I don't see one. Let's see what I've got on my... Do I have one here? Oh, good, I'm glad. Hopefully you didn't hear me say a bad word. Okay, I found a better needle instead of my giant doll needle. I use this needle for gathering lace. I think it's like 4 inches. So let's put that one back in my pin cushion. And we'll just quickly sew on a few of these buttons. Oh, good. I didn't say anything bad, honest. Okay, now if my eyes will cooperate and let me thread this needle. There we go. Okay. So let's take these off of here. I'm just going to quickly sew these on here, and then I think this one can be done. I love adding buttons, vintage buttons to projects. What, you don't believe me, Angie? You've been around long enough so you know me well enough, I guess. That's all right. You know, people say things. That's all right. So I hope you guys will give these a try. They're pretty easy to do, really. And, you know, anything goes. You could make them bigger. You could make them into a book, like Vic mentioned. You could make them into wall hangings. You could make like a big one, a medium, and a small one and hang them like in a row. Or you could just do what I'm doing and just make them into like Valentines with a pocket on the back and then give them to your friends or people you love with some chocolate. Because everybody loves chocolate. Okay, so there's that one, and then let's do this one. I'll go underneath here. Put this one on. I just think that vintage buttons just makes, I don't know, a really good finishing touch to a project, especially when you're doing a vintage vibe for sure. And you know where I get most of my vintage buttons from is the thrift store. I'm very lucky because the thrift store that I go to, I get these giant bags of like sewing things. They have thread and tons of buttons. Some of them even have lace in them. They're just like grab bags. So it's pretty cool. And I bring them home and I go through them and they're like little treasures that you get to unpack because that's where I get a lot of my wooden spools from too. I mean, some of the thread is not great. It's pretty brittle, so it's not really great for using on a sewing machine. But you know, you get the buttons and the spools, and I've got an embroidery thread, bags of embroidery thread. And I got, I'll show you actually. I got this, which is ivory, which I can't sell because it's ivory. And I don't want to make a market for it. But they're ivory kind of buttons. They're like little bells. And I don't know what the blue stone is inside it, but this was in, there was only three missing. And this was inside one of the grab bags, and it says fine ivory at the top. So these have got to be from the 40s, I'm guessing, just by the card that they're on and the writing and the fact that they're ivory. So, I mean, I could use it on a project. It'd probably look really pretty on here because there is blue here. So maybe I'll put one on there, but I mean, what do you do with them, right? Being that they're ivory, you don't want to. Yeah, you can put paper on fabric. I've done it. Oh, you made one recently and used it as a pin cushion. Cool. I don't know. Should I put one on there? I feel weird using them. I don't know. I just feel weird using them. So they're just in my button tin, so I'm not going to use one. But they're pretty, but I just feel strange using them because I know where they came from. And I don't like it. Okay, let's sew these on. Did you do a video of it, Dawn Marie? Oops. No, do not tangle. I hate it when thread tangles. Yeah, I love grab bags too with vintage things, Wonka. They are just like I said, little treasures. So fun when you get home and open them. They are cool, but I just feel weird about it. Anyway, I mean, I'm sure I'll use them on something. It's, I guess, better to just use them up and be done with it, but let's put this one over here. Okay. And this one I want to go this way. Sometimes it's hard to tell with buttons which way is up and which way is down. Whoops, jab my thumb. Okay, and then we're going to put the little heart one up here, I think. This one has 6 holes. Maybe we won't use that one. I don't feel like going in and out of 6 tiny little holes. Let's find a different button. Something different. Ooh, this might be the winner. What do we have? What do we have? Ooh, I have that one. That would be cool. Kind of a beigey color. Yeah, you can print on anything. You can print on music paper too, Angie. If you had some old music paper, just cut it to the size like 8.5 by 11 to go on your printer and just print on it. I've done that too, and I love how it comes out. Or book paper or anything like that you can print on. I've printed on canvas paper. I make my own fabric paper by using double-sided tape. I get a piece of computer paper, like the thin paper, and then I put double-sided tape all over it, and then I put a piece of very thin muslin or thin cotton fabric on top of it. Make sure it's really flattened out, and then you can pop that in your printer. Just make sure all the edges are taped down really good so it doesn't catch in your printer. But you can print on anything, and then you'll have your own fabric images if you do that. There is tutorials on YouTube for that. And you can also, if you've got napkins, Angie, you can get a piece of muslin fabric, put a piece of saran wrap down, and then put your napkin on top of it after you peel the backing off the napkin, and then put a piece of parchment paper on top and iron it, and it will stick the napkin to the fabric. And Amy Love has a tutorial on her channel. She just did that for her DT project for my Etsy. I tried to print on denim once because I saw that Ruby Little Books had printed on denim, and I was like, oh, I want to print on denim, but my printer wasn't having it. So that was kind of a mess. So I gave up printing on denim, but I would love to do that one day. But I have just gotten regular fabric and taped it down. I think Roseanne, Roxy Car 11, also has a couple of tutorials on her channel for fabric printing, Angie. So there's lots of ways you can do it without buying the sheets. But you have to use a piece of paper to put the fabric on. You can't just put the fabric in your printer, unfortunately. Or you can use that spray adhesive instead of the double-sided tape. But again, you got to make sure that those edges are down really, really good. Okay, there we go. So there is my buttons in the corner there, and then down there. There you can see close up the bling. It's very sparkly. So those are my two little Valentines. That one and this one. And I got to put a little hanger on that one. So, and I will work on the other ones off camera. And then, like I said, please watch out for the YouTube hop. So I'm going to finish these ones, these little guys. On February 14th, it's called Heart of a Crafter. Oh my gosh, Amy's going to kill me if I don't remember it. I'm pretty sure it's the Heart of a Crafter. Anyway, it'll be on my channel on February 14th and Amy's channel February 14th. And there'll be a whole list of all the other YouTubers who are involved in it, and you can hop from each channel to each channel. I'm going to be giving away a gift certificate to my Etsy store on my channel, and some of the other ladies are going to be doing giveaways on their channel. So please watch out for that. And that's it for right now, guys. I hope you like my hearts, and I hope you'll give these a try. They're fun to make, and they're pretty easy, as you can see. Great way to use up your snippets too. So thank you all for coming, and I'm sorry we had a little blip there, but my computer decided to act up, so it is what it is, right? So I will be back with another video soon, guys. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you soon.